Hey all, welcome to NMD movie review segment. Today let's talk about the movie Empuraan. I'm not a big fan of Lucifer. I went to watch Empuraan because of the hype they have created. So let's talk about the negatives first, then we will move on to the positives. Overly dramatic and artificial presentation. The acting and the filmmaking choices often resulted in moments that felt excessively dramatic and artificial throughout the movie. Many scenes were structured more like theatrical performances in Malayalam Nadagam than naturalistic sequences. For instance, the reactions of crowd, particularly the cheering sounds, often appeared unnatural. Furthermore, the absence of consistent crowd ambience in several scenes was noticeable. While exaggerated crowd reactions in some Telugu movies have been a subject of humor, such as RRR, Bahubali, and even the Telugu version of Lucifer, the reactions in this movie, in Empuraan, felt even less convincing. And please don't forget that the campaigning scenes in the Tamil movie Ko, which was released in 2011, was successful in showing the crowd ambience in the perfect way. The effort invested in such kind of movies was remarkable. Perhaps revisiting such approaches could enhance the audience experience. The excessive display of extravagance. The film frequently showcased elements like diverse international locations, expensive vehicles, helicopters, MI6 officers, Hollywood actors, explosions, wide-angle visuals achieved with anamorphic lenses, an IMAX release, and the usage of slow-motion shots and mock-about cameras. While these elements are often associated with high production value, their mere presence does not automatically equate to a pan-Indian film with international quality. Empuraan is just an imitation of Hollywood productions, potentially trying to mask a simple and weak script with an international coating. While this approach might have impressed some people, it does not resonate with everyone. Mohanlal's guest role as Abraham Qureshi. The multiple introductions of Mohanlal and his team felt repetitive and diminished their impact. This led to a tiresome experience even for the dedicated Mohanlal fans. The portrayal of character, often concealed behind dark glasses, a black coat, and a black beard, gave an impression of weakness in his performance. There was a sense that the character lacked energy and awareness of his surroundings, with even his eye movements appearing uncontrolled. The charismatic presence often associated with Mohanlal seemed diminished, replaced by a character who primarily interacted with cars and helicopters. And the way they have shot Abraham Qureshi's death lacked emotional connection with the audience. And sometimes it felt irritating when the characters ask about the identity of Stephen and he responds them back with a few lines from Bible. L references and the cartels. The repeated and seemingly forced insertion of references to the letter L to maintain brand recognition felt tiresome. The inclusion of these L references during intense scenes like Iraq explosions and the Kerala forest fight felt awkward and evoked laughter instead of conveying mass appeal with the audience. Furthermore, the constant mentioning of various cartels and their activities felt unnecessary. These details and similar scenarios have been already explored in many movies, raising the question of their relevance to this narrative. The scene where other characters plead for Stephen's return to Kerala was very similar to Indian Tata's return to fight crime in India, and I truly felt that Indian 2 was more engaging than Empuraan. Violence. The way they showed 2002 Gujarat riots in the initial 20 minutes of the film was excessively violent and disturbing. Presenting this content visually was unsettling, and the same information could have been conveyed through newspaper cuttings or articles. This raises questions about the Film Certification Board's decision to grant this film a UA 16+ rating. Performances of the supporting cast. Manju Varyer's portrayal of Priyadarshini Ramdas felt robotic, and it was similar to the performance of Amy Jackson in the movie 2.0. Her eye movements were fixed, even during an inspiring speech to her political members, which ultimately lacked impact. And the reaction of political party members to the speech within the movie felt unconvincing. The character Said Masood, played by Prithviraj. As usual, he overacted with his gasping sounds, particularly in the climax, where his acting and the presentation became unintentionally humorous. I thought he really came straight from the location of Kaduva, just replacing the white kurta with the black kurta. Overall, none of the supporting performances reached the exceptional level of Vivek Oberoi's portrayal in Lucifer. The sound mixing in the film felt amateurish, noisy, and often irritating. The excessive screaming sound effects were particularly annoying, and the Hindi song used during the climax was poorly executed. Deepak Dev's music. The musical score and background music appear to be a significant effort to support the movie. However, the weak screenplay and storyline limited the impact of his work, preventing the audience from fully appreciating his contribution. As a music lover and an independent musician, the effort he invested in this project to make it somewhat watchable should be appreciated. Conclusion: Lucifer and Empuraan appears to be a project that relied heavily on hype and financial investment, masking a weak and unengaging storyline. And L3 will be a continuation of this trend, possibly with a similar revenge driven plot involving Qureshi Abraham assisting another squad member to seek revenge. And I would like to say, please do watch this movie at your own risk. That's all, guys. Thank you for watching the video. I'll be back with more movie reviews.